Because the iPad was not used for put my head on. So anything you use yourself or anything else you use that was not purposely used for is perverted. That's why the Bible says when people don't use their bodies as what the men, you don't use their bodies in their natural use, Romans 1, and women don't use their bodies in their natural use, Romans 1, they are perverted because it's not about the sex, it's about the purpose.
Come on, sir.
You pervert. If I sit on that speaker, I perverted the speaker. Because it was not designed for me to sit on. It was designed for sound. I can sit on it, I can lay on this iPad, but I'm perverting it because I'm not using it what it's purposely for. And you got to make sure you don't let yourself or let others use you and pervert you and tell you something you're not. That's why when I came from the hood, I did not let them label me. They told me, yo, you're going to be a drug dealer. That's what the society told me. I said, no, you ain't going to pervert me. Let me decide what I want to do. Let me decide what I'm going to do. And as a matter of fact, I don't want to decide it. I want God to decide because he knows better than me who I'm supposed to be. But you ain't going to pervert me with your labels. You ain't going to stick no tag on me and mark me down. And then the last and the only one that we really need to focus on is conversion. And can we only use this term somehow only when it deals with salvation? But conversion is when you come to yourself, like the prodigal son. Conversion is when you say, I'm going to stop living this way. I'm going to take the same me, but I'm an adaptation of who I am. You're the same you, but it's an adaptation of the original person. That means I'm going to converge to what I need to do. That's why he said Romans 12 and 2 say, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You converted who you think. You say, you know what? I ain't going to live like this. I ain't going to act like this. I ain't going to let them get to me that way. You're being converted. You're going to a conversion stage where you're saying, yeah, this is me, but this is not the way I act. I used to cuss you out, but you know what? I'm going to do a conversion. I ain't going to cuss you out. I ain't going to let folk get to me. I ain't going to let me say something to you. Anything that gets a reaction from you and change your mood has control of you. Come on. If a person that can walk in the room and make you mad and change your mood, and before, you know how you into some people, and one time, and I met this lady she was fine to me. But when I met her, something jumped in my heart. I'm like, oh man, she good. Changed my whole mood. I got warm inside. You know why I didn't talk to her? Because she had too much power. You want somebody you can say no to. You don't want somebody that looks so good, you can like, eyes all glassy. And I just saw what little money I had left coming out of my pocket. You got somebody, I'm sorry, I'm being honest, that's why I talk about me. I know that, and then there's some people that look all right and you can, talk to, but you can tell them no, straight out, no. You cute, but no. You don't want that kind of power. Or you so angry at somebody when they walk in the room, you ready to cuss. Yeah, they did me wrong. And they walk in the room, that blankety blank. What they doing here? They got control of you. Because they can change your mood. They can change your thoughts. And you need to be converted. You need to do some forgiveness, convert. You need to, and when I learned, I knew when I forgive somebody when my mood didn't change. Amen. Where I can sit in the same room with them and not be mad. That's when I knew they ain't had me no more. That's when I knew they couldn't get to me no more. When I ain't get off, in the street back in my day, folk got shot. No, you ain't gonna do that to me. You ain't gonna. That's why we had all these murders in the city on reaction. I remember my boy, and when I was in middle school, one of the first murders, and I can't call his name out, but I remember his name, my boy, and we sitting in class, and he got shot because he stepped on somebody's sneakers. You need to be converted. And now the big conversion is you converting your life to Christ. Now let me say something. Conversion, I don't care what they tell you in church. Conversion is not easy.
Amen.
This notion that you can come to church one time and all your craziness and all your bad habits will just go away is a lie. If you smoke weed all day long, conversion need to take place. And then say, for instance, well, Pastor, I smoke weed. I'm going to smoke weed when I get out of church. I'm going to smoke weed this morning before I came to church. But I like smoking weed. I'm going to let you say, let God do it, smoke your weed. Let God change you. So I said, just stay in church. You know, Pastor, I used to smoke weed when I used to come in church and then when after church. Now I just only smoke weed when before I come to church. You're being converted. It's a process. It don't happen overnight. The lie that you're going to do it, you've been doing it. I had this woman, we ain't been living together. I had this woman live in my house for almost 5 years. I ain't going to tell you to put the woman out. And y'all got 2 kids together. I heard some folk come to church. Yeah, the pastor told, come home, and we want to save the man too, or save the woman. And you come home, my pastor told me I got to put you out. And that man going to come to church after your pastor told him to put him out of his house? How are we going to win him? Well, that's shacking up. They was shacking before they came to church. Shack on until God deliver you. I ain't going to hell, you are. Why worry about it for? I'm just going to give you the message. No, it's not right to do. I'm not condoning on it. You know what you need to do and let God handle it. And it's a process. Amen. Oh, I know people don't like this gospel, but it's real. Right. Guess what, y'all? Everybody that when Jesus was walking earth, everybody didn't get saved and everybody didn't get healed. If you go to the pool of Bethesda, it was a many blind and he only healed one person. Because the rest of them wanted to be blind. Some people stayed blind and Jesus was right in the pool. And then he asked the one he looked over to this one and he said, do you want to be whole? Because he felt that none of them want to be right. Some people just don't want to be right. You don't fight to them people. I ain't preaching to people who like what they do and they love it and that's all and I'm going to do it and I don't care what you say. You're a boo-boo, live on. I'm talking for those who need another version of themselves. I'm calling for those who want a change in their life. Those who want something more that is more to them than what they see and what society says. I want some people who want something greater, bigger than what this life's saying. You got to have another version. Let me say this. We are quick to buy the new version of iPhone. We got iPhone 9, iPhone 10, iPhone X, iPhone Y. We got new car, 2 liter, 5 liter, different version of everything. But when we going to get a different version of you? You've been doing the same thing for the last 20 years. Where's your upgrade? If you would download some of this word in you, instead of worrying about the new download, you need to be downloading some new knowledge, some new wisdom, because we die by the lack of knowledge. Why don't we download some of the God's word in it so we can change ourselves? Yeah, do what you do, but why God can't take the same thing? Guess what? Let me say something to you. God didn't really change me so much. He changed my direction. Right. He gave me a new version of Terry Allen. Right. Terry Allen liked the club. Terry Allen liked the party. Terry Allen liked to have fun. So when I came to church, I thought I couldn't club, I couldn't party, I couldn't have fun. I'm still clubbing, but I'm clubbing with the Lord. Amen. I'm still partying, I'm partying in the church. The same lights they sell for the club, they sell right here. The light ain't sinful, is where they put it at. It's a new version of me. That's why he told Saul, who murdered people, new version, Paul. He turned Abram into Abraham. He made him father of many nations. See, when Paul first started out, he was a murderer.
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
gpw.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding. Transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gbwm.org. Thanks again for watching.
A place where I'm missing can feel